Greetings, Perla here. Okay, today we're going to be studying, right now, we're going to be studying fear, right? I be saying that I'm going to teach you how to study energy, so we're going to be working with fear today. Now, fear, it's a goal-oriented energy. It's very strong, and it attaches to different things, and things attached to it. Part of fear has to do with ignorance, which again is a type of intelligence with a purpose. So we're just gonna get right to it because I don't want to take too long. We get the energy into the body. You can think of anything that you are fearful of, right? You pay attention to it, and then you see what is doing to your body. If your respiration is shallow, if your respiration is faster, if you feel tightening on your chest, if you feel nauseous, your body is shivering, perhaps you feel something in your throat, or what we call stuck energy or tightening on your throat. Perhaps you feel sensations in your belly. So you're looking at all of that. How do you feel about what it is that you are feeling? You may think of its effects long term. What will happen to your body if you have tightening in your chest because you're fearful of something? If it's something that is permanent, right? Pressing all the time. So you're paying attention to that. You can communicate with those feelings in your body as well, those sensations in your body. Okay, so you have that down packed. This is a practice that you're going to be doing preferably in a daily basis, so that you can open up also your abilities, your psychic abilities, your understanding of life and reality. So now, after you are done with that, this is going to take, of course, more than the minutes that I'm telling you here. After you're done with all of that, then you will take a look at the thoughts that you're having as you are embodying that feeling, as you are studying the feeling. So in this case, you are taking your body and using your body as a map. You're using your body as a thermometer. You're using your body as a device to study the energies. Could be the energies that you have, that you deal with, or the energies that anybody else deal with. So now you're taking a look at the thoughts. What thoughts are happening, are taking place as you are studying the fear that you have. It's either the fear to talk to somebody, the fear of looking for employment, or the fear of it could be the fear of anything, right? Of animals. So what thoughts come up? So you're paying attention to the thoughts. What are the thoughts saying? What are the thoughts guiding you to do? And you just relax, and you could just say out loud the thoughts that you are having, and you can also write them down, because these are going to be your projects, because everything that is happening in your body attaches also to something else. Okay, life and the energies of life are about relationship, are about creating alliance. So we are to know what alliances the energies that we deal with create. What do they bind to? What do they do? What actions do they take, etc., etc.? So we're paying attention to the thoughts. So you write all that down. Then, if you've been fearful about something for quite a while, see in your reality what that has brought into your life. If it's fear to talk to people, then you will see that you may not have a lot of friends, right? You may see that your self-esteem is low. You may see that your communication level is not advanced. It's because you haven't talked so much and you haven't developed yourself in that way. You will see that you might want to or might need to up your communication skills. Also, you may see that you don't know how to deal with feelings, right? Somebody tells you something, you may see that you don't want to deal with feelings. You may see also that you're judging people, right? All of that from fear of talking to people. Depending, of course, on who you are. And that's why we have to know who we are and our tendencies and check everything about ourselves, because everybody is different. So you look at your surroundings, right? If it's fear to talking to people, you might see also that your finances might be low, right? If it's fear about any other fear. So you just look at how your life has been built based on that fear. Because the fear has, again, is an energy with a purpose. All energies, all is intelligences, and they know what to do. The intelligences know what to do, and they know who to unite or what to unite to, and the people that they're going to entertain themselves to with. So we already checked the sensations in the body, right? We've checked the thoughts and we checked the reality that it creates. Now we can check the other feelings that the fear brings. So what are those other feelings that it brings? So we have insecurity, we have perhaps even sadness. Sometimes fear brings in anger in people, right? I mean, these things, they can get interconnected. Okay, beautiful. All right, there you go. And close the door on your way out, okay, love? Thank you. So yeah, checking all of that. So you write these things down, right? When you're checking also a feeling or a sensation, it's important to communicate with it and see why you have, excuse me, why you have allowed that into your being. Sometimes, we allow certain types of energies or intelligences into our being to protect us, right? But then the protection becomes a little bit too much and it overpowers us. So what is the reason why we have allowed certain things? Is it to protect us? Is it to make us feel better? Is it to, of course, it's providing a service, right? So what type of service do we want from that? That's very important to check. So that way we pinpoint, okay, I have this because of this. And then we start working from there. If you guys have any questions, you may go ahead and ask me. Dealing with the self, again, we are very complex. We are complex beings. All the mechanisms that happen within the self It's very technical. It's not so quote unquote easy to deal with the self, and that's why we suffer from depression. That's why we do so many things. So we are to talk about ourselves and communicate and study ourselves as if we were a type of machine, a complex machine, because we practically are. Like a car, like a computer, lots of wiring happening, lots of parts. And I say, you know, communicate amongst each other, amongst one another about what is happening. But we are to be open-minded and practice emotional maturity so that when somebody comes ahead and says something about us, we know how to work with ourselves. We know how to manage our feelings. We know how to, you know, because we get to know how feelings function, what their mechanisms are, then we know how to dismantle it. Feelings are not mandatory. They're not mandatory. They serve their purpose. They're a tool, like I've wrote about earlier in this page, but we have to know how to use them. We have to know how to use them. We are to know how to use the entire self. And that's why I'm here. You know, I'm very complex, okay? But I'm learning to study myself and to be open. So you will see me being open about everything about myself here, because I see that there's nothing to hide, because when we hide things, we lose sight of what is happening. So any questions you may ask, you want to work with me, go ahead and do so. Communicate with I, and I'll be here for you and to guide you to do things for your own, because one of my goals is to create autonomy where there is no expert. Everybody, no one expert for one thing, that everybody is interdependent to take care of their own self, so that we stop having parts of the reality that we're having right now. The stresses, the frustration, we can't have time with our family because we got to take care of so many people. You know, I mean, really. It's beautiful that we are in the reality and we're going through these things right now. We're going through them so that we see, okay, this is what happened. This is how we got here. We don't have to be doing this. And now we can go in another direction. So it's perfect. All the circumstances that we go through are perfect. They're showing us something. But how did we get there? So we want to go and reverse engineer how we went, how we got to the place that we are, both individually, right? And integratively, like a people. So thank you so much, and you guys enjoy.